This video goes over how to match equations to situations and situations to equations and strategies to help you narrow down your answer choices for problems like these. As you watch, make sure you're taking notes, annotating as I annotate, and adding anything extra that you think might help you. Our first step, as with any question, is to read the problem. It says you have $75 and your sister has $120. You're saving $8.50 per week and your sister's saving $6 per week. How long will it be before you and your sister have the same amount of money? Because we're writing an equation for this, it's important to remember that equations are saying two things are equal. So the first thing we're going to do is identify those two things. For this problem, we're comparing you to your sister. And we want you two to have the same amount. So we're going to write you and your sister. And we need these two pieces to be equal. Once we have this word structure for our equation, we're then able to go back into the word problem and find our constant and coefficient that form the equation. Let's start by looking at you. It says you have $75. That's your starting amount, so it's your constant. It then talks about your sister, and then it says once again, you are saving $8.50 per week. Saving means you're adding to your account or your total amount of money, and this per means it's being multiplied, so this is our coefficient. So to describe you and your savings, we can say 75 plus 850 times x. Then we look at your sister. Your sister has $120. That's her constant because it's our starting amount. Your sister is saving $6 per week. We know that saving means we're adding that to your total amount, and it's 6 per week, so that's multiplying. We want these two to be equal, and there is our final answer. Question 2. A 12-inch candle and an 18-inch candle are lit at the same time. The 12-inch candle burns ½ inch every hour. The 18-inch candle burns 2 inches every hour. After how many hours will the two candles be the same height? For this problem, we are comparing a 12-inch candle to an 18-inch candle. So when we write that out in words, we're going to say 12-inch needs to be equal to, because we want them to be the same height, 18-inch. Then we can go through and find more information about our 12-inch candle. It says the 12-inch candle burns ½ inch every hour. Because this number is attached to a multiplication keyword, we know that's our coefficient. Our constant is going to be this 12 because that's the starting height, so that's our candle's starting amount. So we have 12. The reason I underlined burns is because as a candle burns, it melts, and so it reduces its height, so minus 0.5x. For our 18-inch candle, 18 is going to be its constant, its starting amount, and it burns 2 inches every hour. So we're going to write 18 minus 2 times x. We set these two equally to each other, and that is our final answer. Number 3. Tiffany just got her pilot's license and wants to rent a plane. The Platinum Plane Company charges $175 plus $91 per hour to rent a plane. The Plastic Plane Company charges $240 plus $79 per hour. For what number of hours would the two companies charge the same amount? For this problem, we are looking at the Platinum Plane Company compared to the Plastic Plane Company. We know that we want these two amounts to be equal because we're looking for when they charge the same amount. We're going to write this in words, so we're looking at plastic plane information compared to platinum, and we want these two to be equal when we compare them. For the platinum plane company, they charge $175, and that's a flat fee. That's a one-time amount. So 175 plus 91 per hour. So 91 times X. For the plastic plane company, they charge a one-time fee of $240 plus 79 per hour. We want these two halves to be equal, and then that is our equation for this situation. Question 4 is a little bit different because it gives us an equation and we are matching the situation to that provided equation. To start off, we're going to first look at the fact that this gives us an equal sign, meaning in our situation, we need to see the comparison statement of the same or equal. In our answer choices, if we don't see this, we can automatically eliminate it because it is not an equation, it's more of an inequality. For A, it says how many months will A cost the same as gym B? So we see that the same, as much money as is another way to say it, and then we see the same again. Because we can't eliminate anything, we're going to go answer by answer and look for our other pieces. We know that we're looking for 1/2 to include 10 being multiplied with 75 added, and our second half to be 650 times X with 120 being added. Let's get started by looking at answer choice A. We have gym A compared to gym B. For gym A, they charge a fee of $6.50. That's a standalone amount. Then it says plus 120 per month, meaning 120 is being multiplied. We see the right numbers attached to one another here, but we want 650 to be the number with X attached, not 120. So we can eliminate answer choice A. For B, it says gym A has a membership fee of $120 plus $10 per month. So our fee is our standalone amount, and we're adding 10 per month. So 120 plus 10 per month means it's being multiplied. Again, we see the right values here. We see 120, and we also see 10 times X. And while these two pieces are in our equation, they don't go together, so this answer choice can be eliminated. For C, we're comparing Talia to Caleb. This problem says that Talia has $75, so that's her starting amount, or her constant. Talia saves $10 per week. Saving means we're adding to our total amount, so $10 per week means it's multiplied. We see 75 being added, and we see 10x being together on the same side, so let's check Caleb's information. It says Caleb has $120 as his starting amount and saves $650 per week, so plus $650 times X. We saw that keyword of as much money as, so it gets an equal sign. And while I wrote these numbers in a different order, all of the pieces are where they should be, and our variables are attached to the correct values, so we're going to leave C. Let's check D to make sure we didn't make a mistake. For this one, it says Talia has $75, and she saves $650 per week. This is another example where we have correct values, but they shouldn't go together. So we're going to eliminate D, and C is our answer. For number 5, it's once again asking us to identify the situation that matches the equation we're given. To start, we're going to see if we can eliminate any answer choices by looking for the words equal or same as in our answer choices. If they do not have that key word, it's not our answer and we can eliminate it. So for answer choice A, it says, when will Nate have more stamps than Tally? We can cross that off because we want them to have the same number of stamps. For B, it says same number, so we can keep it for now. For C, it says, when will Nate have more stamps than Tally? Again, so we can cross C off. And for D, we see that key phrase of same number, so it can stay. Now we get to just look at comparing Tally to Nate for these two answer choices. For answer choice B, it says that Tally has 2 stamps and buys, meaning she's getting more, 150 each week. So she's got 2, she's adding or buying 150 more, and that keyword of each means we're multiplying that amount. For Nate has no stamps, so he's starting with a constant of 0, which we can write or leave off. And Nate buys 5 stamps each week, meaning 5 times x. The question's asking when will they have the same number of stamps, so we can add an equal sign, and we see that while we have the right numbers in the right spots, 2 isn't the number being multiplied, so B is not our answer. Let's quickly check D to see if it is correct or if we've made a mistake. For D, we're comparing Tally and Nate once again. For this problem, it says that Tally has 150 stamps. That's her starting amount. And buys 2 each week. So plus 2 times x. We have both pieces that we need so far, so let's check Nate. Nate has no stamps, so no constant is needed. And he buys 5 each week, so we have 5 times x. We saw that key phrase of same number, so we drop in an equal sign, and this is a match to the equation we're given and our answer.